The front of the field looks like 1969. Coincidentally, that was the last year a Camaro paced the race. And driving this one as Digger looks on, award-winning actor Tom Cruise, who got a chance to relive his days of thunder. Rick Hendrick provided one of those cars for him to take some laps in here this morning. Tom Cruise will lead him down, and the man in the blue shirt, Bobby Allison, 3-time winner of the race.
Well, DW, to start off this 2009 season and our 9th season of NASCAR on Fox, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Green flag is in the flagman's hand. She's waving, Bobby Allison waving a flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Riding with Dale Earnhardt Jr., who for the first time in 11 Daytona 500 starts outside the top 10, 17th.
And believe it or not, in that very first corner, 1 and 2 down there, you can already tell what kind of car you got. At least you know that you got a good one, or you got one you got to work on.
Who will lead the first lap of the 500?
This is the start of the 500, but it's also the start of the season. Martin Truex Jr. will lead lap 1, 5 bonus points for leading a lap.
Here comes that outside line. They got a lot of push in the outside. They got the push.
Now NASCAR has told the teams as Mark Martin takes the lead that at lap 25 they will throw a competition yellow due to the rains this morning so that the teams can check chassis and check tire wear.
And what's interesting about that competition caution is to keep someone from maybe pitting before that and not pitting on lap 25. You cannot fuel the car until that lap 25.
That's Robbie Gordon in the 7 and Casey Mears, who is new to the black 07, coming up the inside. 50-year-old Mark Martin trying to win the Daytona 500 for his first time in more than 25 trips. He's the leader of lap 2. Kyle Busch. We call him Wild Thing, and if you've seen this young fella race, you'll know why. He nearly won the truck race Friday night. He nearly won the nationwide race yesterday. He got a victory Thursday in his Gatorade dual race to qualify for the 500, and he wants this one.
If Kyle Busch is racing in a race, I'll buy a ticket to go watch him. That's how good he is.
What'd you say? He can run 3 wide by himself.
All by himself. Just give him a little room. Not even a lot of room.
3 different laps, 3 different leaders. Kyle Busch's Toyota brings them to the line.
But his teammate Denny Hamlin in that 11 car, he's bringing that outside along with Bobby Labonte in that Ask.com 96 car on the outside.
Hey, that outside line looks like it's pretty fast, but if those 2 cars in front right now, Kyle Busch and Mark Martin, they're going to be hard to overtake.
There you go. Stick with it here. We'll get him there.
Jeff Gordon slices to the inside of his teammate, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and moves the number 24 up a spot, up to 7th.
You know, it just takes so much confidence in every aspect of your race car. You also in NASCAR, they had to dry the track this morning. We've had rain. Here these guys are running wide open around this 2.5-mile speedway.
Look at that grandstand. Every single seat sold out. It took till last evening, but they sold them all. Just walk-up infield tickets available today.
And that infield is pretty full as well.
Mid-pack, middle lane, in yellow and red, Kevin Harvick in the 29. Kevin is the master of where did he come from?
Yeah.
As he did 2 years ago to win the Daytona 500. Slicing up the middle.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to my right. I'm stuck in the middle, but I'm going forward.
But just remember, he started back in the 38th position. In less than 5 laps, he has made his way up inside the top 20 to 19th and getting more before we complete this lap.
We suspected just a little bit that when he rubbed the wall in practice in his primary car, that maybe he didn't like that car as much as the one in which he won the Budweiser shootout last Saturday night. So they rubbed up the right side of the primary car. They told NASCAR, oh, we have to go to a backup. And NASCAR approved it. And I think that's the piece Harvick wanted for today. That's the one he's in, Matt.
Mike, they made some big gains in practice trying to get the feel for Harvick. Harvick did say he felt like this car not quite as fast as the Budweiser shootout car, but we're going to hear it all day and all night. Handling the key, they felt like this car would handle so much better as this racetrack changed throughout the day.
Tell you another car on the move, just a few cars behind Kevin Harvick in that 29. Matt Kenseth, the 2003 Sprint Cup Series champion in the 17. That's a backup car for Matt. He started back in the 43rd position. He has made his way to 21st in just 6 laps.
Inside Casey Kane's car right here, he is really having a problem. You hear him playing with the throttle? He should be running this car wide open right now, and he's milking that thing.
And if he's having to do that here on lap 6, he could be in trouble by about lap 20.
I'm afraid so, Larry.
Now teammates having to start in the back, Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman, and that's where they are in backup cars, untested, 41st and 42nd right now.
There may be a method to their madness. They may be staying out of harm's way right now.
Well, that's the whole thing. We got 490 miles to go here, and you don't want to get knocked out before you can get your water hot.
Saw Brian Vickers in that 83 Toyota there. He's been awfully strong all week. Brian started back in the 6th position. He was up there inside the top 5 a couple laps ago. He's now been kicked back to 12th. That'll happen all day long. You're going to go forward. You're going to go backwards. It's the way the draft works.
Yeah, with that comer and goer thing, you know, we talked about in the pre-race show. Got a smoker down on the apron coming up on the track.
Almirola. Eric Almirola spins and gets out of harm's way, it looks like. One of the Earnhardt Ganassi cars. And we're under caution for the first time today.
Keep me posted here. No fuel. I want to change tires right now.
Oh
boy.
He tried to stay off Jamie McMurray. David Reagan got in him.
Reagan's done that a couple of times this week.
When that happens right in front of about a third of the field, you're mighty lucky when that's all you end up having to do is change tires.
Uh-oh, look out, look out.
Digger never saw him coming.
He heard him coming. He'll get better. Digger will get better. He's new on the job.
Alpha 2, got a lot of time.
I think with only 8 laps in the books, we'll see a variety of strategy here. And I think one reason we'll see a variety of strategies is we know we're going to get that caution at lap 25. Now, nobody will fuel their cars. I get a feeling we'll have some guys jump in there and change 4 tires, but we may possibly see some just right side tire changes only.
Yeah, we've had a little tire issue, so maybe you want to come down with 10 laps on your tires and just see if everything's okay, so you kind of have an idea what to do next time in.
And the only issues we've really had has been with the right side tires.
Exactly.
Let's take one more look and watch Jamie McMurray in the 26, because sometimes things happen just a little further back. Now there's McMurray in purple and yellow. It looked to me like Almirola had to lift to let McMurray in, and got bumped from behind.
It could have very well happened that way. It looked like McMurray was going to make a pass below the yellow line. He had to get back behind the car he almost passed. That could have created a little bit of an issue there.